forecast, showers and thunderstorms today with strong southwesterly winds to 37 miles per hour.
It's a numbers game, especially for the situation that we're in. We're coming off of a high water event here. The outdoors is not a hobby. It's not our passion. It is our way of life. We make the perfect cast, slow our breathing to execute a perfect shot, spend hours researching locations and techniques. Regardless of effort, we fail. This series is not about incredible bites or trophy animals. Our goal here at Day One Outdoors is to educate our viewers utilizing new technology to offer a different perspective. Watch as we research new areas, plan out the day, and adjust to changing conditions. If not for other experienced outdoorsmen teaching me along the way, I wouldn't have this life. I owe it to them to pass this knowledge along. I owe it to you. Join us here on Day One Outdoors, and let's learn how to become more successful in the field and on the water from day one.
Already I'm getting excited. See a couple small fish, but we got weed beds way out here in 4 or 5 feet of water. And we're standing tall, sees tiger musky will just be cruising anywhere out here in this lake, which makes it fun, but also makes it a little bit tougher to catch them too. So which rod do you want to fish first? I can snap that lure off and put it on a spinning rod.
Yeah, put it on a spinning rod for him. I just don't want one of us to eat it. So, you know, when he's learned how to cast a bait caster, it's all great, grand, glorious, and I love that he wants to learn. But I don't want him to learn at a 5/0 treble going in my ears expense.
Boosh! Oh, dude, come on.
Come on.
You're gonna be on TV. Get excited. I want you to tell me what your name is and what we're gonna be out here doing today. Have some fun.
We're out here musky fishing today. We're gonna go catch tiger muskies. We're after perch. We're after crappie. We're gonna shoot some carp with our bows. That's why we're here, is to have some fun.
That's what he said.
So in fishing, I don't have a lot of firsts. We're out here today, and first time going musky fishing, and I'm with my son doing this. And as we're cruising out here, I came here as a kid. My brother, I mentioned we were coming out here, came here as a kid, and we caught a bunch of fish ice fishing. And I forgot about this place. These little hidden gems are everywhere. And I'm sharing this today with my son, Hunter. And our first time fishing here since I was his age, and so I know I'm excited. I know he's excited to catch some fish out here today. Those little fisheries that you forget about as a kid that bring us to where we are. I was telling him this year we need to go back to doing that. I think it's a great way to spend time with your family.
Jared, you said the last time you were here was when you were a kid, and I've never been here.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest tools we have in this day and age is your cell phone.
Oh, no doubt.
Especially with Google Maps and whatnot, you can look up exactly where you want to start. And today we're going after tiger muskie. So I'm looking for structure. What type of diverse types of structure can we come across trying just to start eliminating water? And it looks like the west end of this lake right over here is going to be our best bed, just because it has a ton of different fingers, a lot of different weed beds, some points, some deep water access. I think that's probably going to be our best spot to start. It's a gamble, but again, we're here to try and eliminate water while we can.
I'm with you, man. There's enough structure, and I can tell you one thing in this boat, we got enough baits we can throw at them all day long and find out.
All right, kids, good a place as any.
Yep.
Choose your weapon. Where are you gonna fish first, Hunter? The big one? All right.
The beauty of this time, Cody, is I don't have to sit there and look at him and say, son, stop casting. It's gonna be like, hey, son, aren't you gonna cast anymore?
Keep casting. Well, I'll be the first to say, I know absolutely nothing about tiger muskie fishing.
I don't see anyone I know on the lake. I didn't see 43 people at the launch. I don't see a buoy in here that I can't go outside of and fish. They're an ambush predator, man, so they're waiting to eat something. Right over that point. Perfect, dude. Perfect.
Pick this stuff apart, boys. See what type of structure they want to be on.
Wait, son, wait, that's got 3 5-aught hooks on it, dude. Taking your kids fishing is one of the most fun things I'll ever do in my life, and 2 words that you will hear more than any is, Dad? Yeah. And that's when you snag 3 5-aught treble hooks in a tree. Well, I'm just thinking just a smaller profile. The water's pretty clear, and it's shallower, and so I keep hanging up on the bottom of that bait, and so I just want to not have to reel so fast. Just trying to find the one I like. Oh, that's it right there. Sometimes when you're digging through your lure box, one just speaks to you. And if it speaks to you, you should really use it. This one spoke to me. Flash chartreuse, I think that's just great.
You know, when I grew up bass fishing, I had 3 colors. Black, white, or chartreuse. Well, those 3 colors worked in every condition. This looks good here, deep grass.
Moving locations. Rebait, relocate.
Now just keep covering water. You want to get up there and be my eyes? What you think, Hunter? Your arm tired yet?
No.
All right. I'm still learning about tiger muskie. When I was a kid, when I was probably about Hunter's age, I was infatuated with northern pike and muskie, and tiger muskie is just a mix between those two. It's a sterile fish. They put them in these lakes and reservoirs to try and help mitigate some of the other populations of fish. That way it creates a healthy ecosystem. But I still don't know that much about them because I really haven't fished for them that much. So trips like this, days like today, out here filming an episode, I'm learning. And that's part of the fun of doing this. So not only is Hunter learning, but Jared and I are learning as well.
Oh, this looks so fishy, dude.
It's probably we started seeing muskie cruising. Went from the fishing those shallow bays, now we're gonna fish some steeper banks and keep on looking. See if we can find these little buggers.
Little buggers! We can't find them, they're hiding and we're trying to find them, but we can't. But we're gonna! You think so, son?
Probably.
So?
Yeah.
I think there's a muskie hiding right over there. But I want you to cast first so you catch it. I don't want to catch the first one. I'd feel guilty forever.
Where'd you tell him to cast?
Right over there. Oh, man! You gotta be on the ball, these bass fishermen send. Oh, you're gonna cast the bait caster. Okay, you're right ahead. Have fun.
We found some deeper grass, and I'm really liking it for a couple reasons. One, the water's clear, so these fish, their sight picture's a lot bigger. They can chase from a long ways away. 2, the grass is deeper, so I can actually slow down my retrieve with my spinner, so I can let these fish get a little bit longer look at it. And 3, it just looks like it's a better ambush point. These fish like to feed up and out to the side, so we got a lot of points. You know, we got 3 different rock points right here, some deep grass. This just looks a lot better for these fish than where we were, where it was just solid grass mats everywhere. This actually gives them a spot to sit and get ready to ambush. Well, and what's interesting about these fish too is that they're sterile, so there is no post-spawn for them.
Yeah,
so there is no time where they just kind of shut down and stop feeding. They're eating machines. They're just going to keep on going. With that, we're going. There's fish down there in this. No, we're just middle of nowhere.
Status says muskies are kicking our butt, but I believe we're gonna come back trail. I can smell it. You smell a comeback, Cody?
No, I don't.
Positivity has to go through the whole boat. I'll figure that part out later.
Fishfield is your one-stop shop online for the gear you need here in the Pacific Northwest and beyond. From salmon and steelhead, saltwater, trout and kokanee, even crabbing. Visit fishfield.com today to place an order with no sales tax and have the gear you need shipped fast. Fishfield.com, we have what the Northwest outdoorsman needs.
Every once in a while, a new lure comes along that catches every angler's attention. It could be because of all the irresistible colors and finishes, or the patented skip beat action. Or maybe it's the wide variety of sizes designed for salmon, trout, walleye, steelhead, mackinaw, and more. But just for the record, we know one thing for certain. We didn't design the maglip to catch fishermen. Yakima Bait Company.
Usually muskie don't rise, they explode.
Neil, I saw these two muskies, and they didn't come after either one of my baits, and then they swam off under the boat, and I was like, oh, almost fish on. It was that close. Almost fish on, man.
What Jared's trying to say is that we finally saw our first couple of muskie today. Yeah. They're up in this one little arm back here and behind us. They were in probably about 6 foot of water, some deep grass, just kind of sunken in there, just hiding.
Yeah, they were just chilling, man. They blend in so well.
Yeah, they do in that grass. We just need to keep on looking. We know what type of water they're kind of sitting in. The problem is that we've seen a lot of water like that. We didn't see any of those fish. So it might just be what part of the lake. So now we're just going to keep on working our way east, and maybe they're just up in one of the arms down this way. So we'll just keep working our way down back towards the boat ramp where we started today. Well, first fish of the day. All right, don't fall in, Jared. I'm coming to get him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad largemouth here. You gotta be careful with all these hooks. There we go. All right. Let's just cast him over this deep weed bed, and I just saw a bass that was a little bit bigger than this guy. But this guy came up, and on my next cast, hit my double-bladed Hildebrandt little spinner bait looking rig here. And at first I was thinking tiger muskie, but as soon as I saw it shake its head once, and it was a largemouth. But Jared, like you said, broke the ice. We can't catch fish here. Now we just need to catch the right species. Still fun though. Back he goes. Hunter, what should we do, man? We've covered just about all this lake. What do we need to do?
Maybe go to a deeper part of the lake and start trolling for stuff.
Okay, so fish a little bit deeper water and just cover ground. My guesses are wrong, so we're gonna go with his. Come on. Good job, buddy. You got a tiger muskie on, man.
No!
Look at it. Of course it was you, man.
That was kid. Good job, son. You beat Dad to a tiger muskie. That's a good job.
Wait, you've never caught a tiger before?
Nope.
Good job. You got a tiger muskie for your dad. It's not a huge one, but
no, dude, but
at this point, I don't care.
Dude, it's a muskie. We did it, dude. Persistence. A fish at 10,000 was at 9,995. Beat it by 5. So you let oh no, it's a bass, and all of a sudden, kapoosh!
Yeah, you said it was a bass. Like, no, that was a muskie, and he came up and he ate it again, didn't he? That's a long day for a 12-year-old.
Not for me.
So Hunter, usually we always tell you to never do what when you're handling fish? Put your hand in the gills, right?
Yeah.
These fish you have to, but you also want to hold them horizontal, especially the bigger ones. Jared, you want to grab the pliers there and unhook them for me? There you go, good job. Okay, cool. Watch your thumb on his eye there.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. So you don't want to get his gills, so get your fingers all the way up in there if you can, but be careful of his teeth. Got it?
Not in his mouth.
There you go. And slide your right hand right underneath right there. Perfect. You have fished for about 8.5, 9 hours to get your first tiger muskie.
Non-stop.
Welcome to muskie fishing, bud.
Yep.
So keep your right hand underneath him there.
Yeah.
Keep your right hand underneath him.
Hey, son, keep your 12-year-old kids got to
Yep.
check out the teeth.
Oh, I had my finger just won't go down.
So let's do this. Let's keep him in the water. Let him breathe a little bit. Then you can keep on playing with them, okay? So head to my right. Drop him in. Okay. So this is actually called a cradle net. This is good for releasing these fish. See the colors on them? Pretty neat fish, huh? You just want to catch another one, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's gonna take a while though.
Yep. Clock starts over.
Yeah. You were persistent, though, man. You were persistent.
They exist, guys.
You ready to say bye-bye to your first muskie, son? All right, it's like get bigger and we'll come back and get you another time.
Bye.
Just dip your net down. Dip your net down. There you go. Just bring it up. There you go. You know what that deserves, son?
What?
Woo! Yeah! This morning I said we're gonna go out here, we're gonna catch muskies. We got one. We need to add one more to make them muskies. Right? Uh-huh.
Or you could just put skis on the muskie.
We can put skis on the muskie, great. Add some humor in it, good job. All the fishing we do, buddy, it's very rewarding to go out and limit the boat full of salmon. You know, it's funny how you talk about those patterns and getting started, and where do you start and where do you finish is the question, right? We had all this stuff figured out on where to start, but where we're finishing, it's funny. I never, all day long, dude, I threw those spinners, I never thought at all, I never thought for 1 second our first one would come on Topwater. It just did, for some reason, it just didn't grasp the concept, you know? I'm so pumped, dude. I'm so pumped. That's so cool. It's funny.
What's so cool is that, you know, we're both all jacked up for Hunter and everything. He doesn't even care. He's like, yeah, I got one. All right, box is checked now. Next one.
That's
Next
how,
one. Next one.
Dude, that's how it is. It's funny. Into space.
Water right in my eye.
I thought it was on grass. That thing was giant.
Fish, huh?
Dude, it was over 40.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Even with my stinger hook, I didn't get him. It's probably because I sat there and when it hit, I went like trying to pop it through grass. Holy cow, dude, that was a big fish. You know, we've been fishing all day long here and we really didn't even have a single muskie bite until mid-afternoon, 3:30. But in the last hour or so, we've had several follows, a couple of hookups, a couple bites, and Hunter's landed our only one. And what's changed has probably been a couple of things. One, we got cloud cover. These are predatory fish. They want to have good ambush points. They want to feel comfortable in their environment to be able to pick off their prey. And not just the cloud cover, but we also have a little bit of wind coming over top of the surface. That refracts the light, chops up the water, and is perfect conditions for a predator. What's also changed is water temperature. The water temperature throughout the day has been rising. Last we checked, it was pushing 65 degrees when first thing this morning is about 60, 61. So that temperature change, 3-4 degrees, helps get these fish active and moving too.
Salmon swim up to 3,000 miles to return to their exact place of birth to reproduce. Well, most of the time.
The gear we've been throwing all day today starts with the rod and reel. Now, you can run either a bait caster like this or even a spinning rod would work just as well. Oh, he's on it. Oh! Do you see the boil? God, that was another tank. Anyways, the gear that we're using starts with the rod and reel. Yeah, keep laughing, boys. Thanks. So heavy bass gear is sufficient. These fish don't fight hard. As far as your line goes, you want at least 12 to 15 pound line. Fluorocarbon is a good way to go because these fish can be line shy, but you need to have a heavy leader. And the reason why is because these fish have big teeth and they will saw you off. Now, typically they'll eat the entire bait and they'll get the lure a little bit deeper in their mouth. Even with my stinger hook, I'm still missing these fish apparently. So the leader today doesn't seem to be that important, but for the most part, you definitely do want to have a leader. So what I have here, this is a 150 pound Maxima Clear, and I just have a couple of sleeves, leader sleeves that are crimped down to a snap, down to my spinner. Now this spinner here is something that I tie up myself. I love these Hildebrand blades. They're the highest quality ones on the market. And then I just have a 1/2 ounce tungsten weight in the back end, a Fishfield treble hook, just because they're some of the sharpest ones on the market, and then just a open eye side wash 5/0 in the back as a stinger, which is designed to hopefully hook those fish that short strike. I keep on missing them. Man, okay. But other gear that you can use that we have been using throughout the day, come on down here, is everything from big topwaters to what Hunter caught his fish on, a little bit smaller topwater. Swim baits like this drum roller, that's a great one. And even these Joe Thomas rooster tails. And it seems like today, both were on a smaller presentation. They were both bigger fish.
0 muskies have touched my line. So I'm pretty much 0 for 0, which is 100% if you look at it in other books. Right? 0 for 0 is 100%, Cody?
Yeah, but for Cody, on the other hand.
On the other hand.
My shooting percentage is not good. Not good at all.
Day 2, musky trials. Got a little bit more musky knowledge today, and I think we were itching to test that. So we're back here again, round 2 of the muskies. We'll see how that goes.
Wind's coming from a different direction today and no cloud cover, so it's definitely different conditions than what we had yesterday.
Learning experience.
That it is. That's part of the fun of being out here.
Yep.
Musky are definitely here. They're not too snappy quite yet, but we're just on the hunt. Jeez. Yeah, of course I'm catching bass.
I'll watch that thing come up.
There, Hunter? All right, here it comes, bud. So be careful of that treble sticking out. Just grab a hold of the line. Grab the line. There you go. There he is. Hold him out there, bud.
You got it, though. Why don't you hold it up?
Because it's a nice bass. Go ahead. Show it off. So that little bugger there ate my double-bladed Hildebrand again. And he was barely hooked on that stinger hook right there on the back. And I built this thing with an Oregon Tackle Crystal Flash red and gold hoochie skirt there. Then with a Fishfield orange hoochie over top of that. And then inside is a 1/2 ounce tungsten weight with a Fishfield hook, and then a big river bait as my stinger. That's a big old bass there. Yep, oh, I'm on. I'm on.
Nice, nice.
Maybe. Oh, oh, he's in the weeds. Definitely in the weeds. Come on, little bugger.
Come on, little rod. Literally last cast of the day. The boat launch is right there. We're like, this is our last pass. We're done. We've made our 10,000 casts for the 2 days. And Cody's last cast, literally after 10,000 casts, bam, fish on. Patience and persistence and just staying with it, dude. That's what it takes. That's all it took, man.
No, all it took was us giving up.
Yeah, we had to give up.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we're done. Oh, there he is.
It's bigger than what we caught yesterday for sure.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Buddy. Here he is. Persistence pays off, man.
That's so cool, dude. That is so cool.
Cool looking fish.
Very cool.
We were trying to let that fish go. Again, you got to be careful when you're handling them. He got me real good. I was trying to be careful with them and slide them in, and he got me right on the tip of my finger there.
Sharp
But
little booger.
you know what though? I deserve that. I put a hook in him. Least he can do is throw some teeth into me.
Eye for an eye, right?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Hey, it's all worth it. We got our last fish on the last cast. It's late in the afternoon. I'm over it. Done.
Yeah.
You learned how to fish a bait caster. You caught one on a whopper plopper. You got your first muskie, and actually you fished really hard for 2 days. That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, son. Good job, buddy. Love you, little man.
All right, corn dogs? Yep, sure. All right.